Welcome to this evening yoga practice. Today's class is designed to be done at the end of the day to help you unwind and relax both your mind and your body. We will move through some mobility moves just to prepare the body for those slightly longer holds that we'll be doing in the second part of the class. You will most likely need a couple of blocks and a yoga strap, or if you don't have a strap, you can use a belt, a robe belt, even men's tie would work. I will give a couple of different options for some poses that we'll do, so please take the modification that works best for you and your body today. Let's get started. We'll start in the extended child's pose near the back end of your mat. So bring your knees about as wide as your mat. Bring the big toes to touch behind you. Hips are back towards the heels. Walk your fingertips forward, extending the arms in front of you, and then lower your forehead down onto the floor. Or if your forehead doesn't reach the floor, you can slide a block underneath your forehead. We'll take a few really deep, long breaths here. As you inhale, feel your rib cage expand in all directions, but especially feeling the air going into your back ribs. As you exhale, release all that air out. Let's do that a couple more times. Inhale deeply and release. One more deep breath here. Inhale and let it go. Now we'll come up onto the fingertips, lift the forehead off the floor, and start to walk your hands over towards the left as far as they would go. Lower the palms back down onto the mat as well as your forehead. Lightly push your right hand into the floor, send the right hip a little bit closer towards the right heel. A couple of deep breaths now, sending the breath into the right side body. Now come back onto your fingertips. Walk the hands through center over to the right side. So your hands will be off your mat. Lower the palms down, lower the forehead down. Press the left palm into the floor. Left glute sinks closer towards the left heel. And again, 2 deep breaths into the left side body. Come back up onto your fingertips. Walk the hands to the center of the mat. Then walk the hands towards the knees. We'll tuck the toes under. And then rock onto the balls of the feet. Coming into Malasana Yogi Squat, if you wish, you can walk the feet out a little bit more towards the edges of the mat. Keep the hands down on the mat as you start to sway side to side. So you lift one heel and then the other, just loosening those hips a little bit more here. If being deep in your yogi squat doesn't feel good on your hips or ankles or knees, you can do the same thing a little higher up. Rather than lifting the heel, you would just be swaying the hip side to side. The hips are higher up. Good. 2 more breaths. We'll stop the movement here. Begin to walk the hands forward, coming onto the balls of the feet, ending up in downward facing dog. And then here we'll pedal the feet, just bending one knee at a time, opening through the backs of the legs. Then gently place your knees down onto the floor for kneeling plank, and then lower all the way down to the ground. Slide your elbows under the shoulders for Sphinx pose. Untuck the toes, feet are about hip width apart or wider. As you inhale, shine your chest through the shoulders, reach the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, push the forearms into the floor, round through the upper back, pull the chin in towards the chest. Again, we'll open the chest forward, reach the crown of the head up, glutes are slightly on. Exhale, round through the upper back. One more time, inhale to open, extend the spine. Exhale to round. Coming to neutral, lower the chest down, slide the hands under the shoulders, push up back into that kneeling plank, tuck the toes under, hips up, down dog, and then begin to walk your feet forward towards the hands, coming to a forward fold. Now this is where you may want to use the blocks, so one block under each hand. And then like we did in down dog, start to bend alternate knees. Good, one more breath. You can move the blocks slightly off your mat. You can bend the knees generously so you can feel your belly on top of the thighs. Grab opposite elbows. Then you can gently rock side to side here if that feels good. Otherwise, just hold your forward fold. Relax the head, relax your neck. Release the elbows, place the hands down onto the floor, and then slide your left foot back. Lower the left knee. Slide the right leg in front of the left, so we are crossing the legs here. Try to bring your knees as close together as you can, and then we'll sit back. So widen the feet so you can sit in between your heels. Now, a couple of options here. You can use a block. Place it under your sit bones to give your hips a little bit more space. If having your knees kind of stacked on top of each other just doesn't feel right today, you can come into cross-legged seat with your right ankle in front. So this is where you choose. You listen to your body and choose the option that serves you best this evening. Now we'll use a strap. We'll go into Gomukhasana, the cow face pose, the full expression of the pose. We'll place the strap around the left shoulder. Extend the left arm up towards the ceiling. Turn the palm away from you, or away from the front of the mat. Bend the elbow and touch your upper back with your hand. Now extend the right arm over to the side. Palm is facing the back of the room. Bend the elbow. The top of the hand will touch your back. Find a strap and then see if you can walk those hands closer together by walking the fingers up and down the strap. Maybe your fingers will meet. You want that left elbow to be as high up towards the ceiling as you can bring it, and right elbow down towards the floor. Now notice if your chest is pushing forward, try to draw it in. Long spine, inhale. You can stay here, or as you exhale with the long back, hinge forward. So we'll hold here for about 4 or 5 breaths. You can close your eyes. With the next inhale, slowly rise up. Release the arms, release the strap, place it next to your mat. Left knee will stay bent, unwind the right leg out to the side. Pull the left heel a little bit closer to your groin, flex the right foot so right leg is engaged. Right hand will come onto the leg, right leg or in front of it. Inhale, reach the left arm up. Long spine. As you exhale, continue to reach up, and then side bend to your right. You can slide the right hand down towards the right foot, or maybe placing the elbow down onto the floor. Chest stays open to the side, so try not to roll forward. And you can release your right ear to the shoulder. Again, 4 or 5 breaths here. The next inhale, gently lift up. Now we'll do the same 2 poses on the other side, starting by bringing the right heel towards the left heel, and then slide your left heel towards the right heel towards the left hip, and then the left heel towards the right hip. You can shift forward So you can snuggle those knees in a little bit easier and then sit back on the floor or the block. And again, if you're in a cross-legged seat, bring your left ankle in front of the right. Now we'll use that strap again. Bring the strap around your right shoulder. Right arm extends up. Turn a palm towards the back of the room, bend the elbow. Left arm extends out to the side, palm is facing the back of the room, bend the elbow, top of the hand touches the back, and then walk those fingers up and down the strap until maybe your fingers reach. Right elbow up, left down, pull the floating ribs in, inhale, lengthen. And as you exhale, if you want, hinge at the hips, long spine, fold forward. Come back to your breath. Use the next inhale to slowly rise up. Release the hands, release the strap. Left leg will unwind out to the side. Pull the right heel in towards the groin. Flex the left foot, left hand on the left leg or in front. Right arm reaches up. Inhale, lengthen the spine. As you exhale, continue to reach up. And then side bend to the left. Releasing the left ear to shoulder, optional. Keep the chest open. And again, deep breaths here, feeling the breath really expand the right side of your torso. With an inhale, slowly rise up. We'll keep the right knee bent. Swing the left leg behind. Bring the hands in front, maybe shift forward a little bit. So if your hands are a little bit wider than the shoulder, bring the right knee right behind the right wrist. We'll go into a king pigeon. Left leg is, or the pigeon pose. Left leg is extended right out of the hip, untuck the toes. And I'll give you a couple of options here for pigeon. So the first option is going to be with the back leg extended, and you can start to make your way down onto your elbows. Maybe stack the forearms on top of each other, place the forehead on the hands, or extend the arms long if you have space. Second option will be to bend the back knee. So adding a quad stretch here. So you would bend your left knee, maybe stay up on your right elbow and then reach the left hand towards the left foot. If you can grab it and then stay here. Final option, if grabbing the foot just doesn't feel quite right for you today, but you still want that quad stretch, you can bring the strap around the left top of the foot, take one end of the strap into each hand, and then bring the strap down, and you can still fold forward. Maybe rest the forehead on the floor or the block. So a few different options here. I will stay on my right elbow, grab the foot, and let's hold for about 4 more breaths. Let go of the foot if you're holding it or the strap. Come up onto your hands. Wiggle the right knee more towards the middle of the mat. Tuck the left toes under. Push the floor away. We'll come into down dog. And then switch sides by bringing the left knee behind the left wrist. Lower the right knee down. Extend the right leg long behind. Same options here. You can keep the right leg extended and then lower down onto your elbows or further. You can come onto the left elbow, bend the right knee, maybe try to grab the right foot, or you can use the strap to wrap around the top of your right foot. One end of the strap in each hand. Oops. And fold forward. That's again, I won't be using the strap. Come down on my left elbow and guide the heel towards the glute with my hand. 4 more breaths. Wherever you are, try to keep the pelvis parallel to the floor, so watch so you don't roll towards the left side. Let go of the foot or the strap. Come up onto your hands. Roll onto the left hip and we'll swing the legs forward. Now we'll come down onto our backs and you will want to take the strap with you. We'll start with both knees bent, feet on the floor. Wrap the strap around the ball of the left foot. Extend the left leg up towards the ceiling. You're keeping one end of the strap in each hand. So we're stretching the back of that left leg. You have the option here to extend the right leg, place it down on the floor. You want to try and guide your left foot towards your head. Knee can be soft, doesn't have to be fully straight. And again, 4 to 5 breaths here. Now grab both ends of the strap into your left hand. Pivot the whole leg, so think of rotating the leg out of your thigh bone in your hip socket to the left. And then start to open the leg out to the left without lifting your right glute off the floor. So you can still keep your elbow down on the floor. You're guiding the leg up towards your head still. You can place that right hand on the right hip just to make sure it's staying down. Another option here is to bend the right knee and do the same thing with the knee bent. Two more breaths. With an inhale, guide your leg back to center. Now take both hands of the strap into the right hand. Now we'll rotate the whole leg, so thigh bone all the way up to your toes to the right. Now you want to keep the left hip down on the ground as the leg crosses over to the right. And you'll start to feel this right away. It's not going to be a big move. Again, about 4 more breaths here. And then bend the left knee. Keep the right leg, if the right knee is bent, extend the leg. If it's extended, keep it extended. Roll all the way onto your right side. You can use a block here to place under the knee on its highest height, and then you would place that left knee on the block. You can also do this without the block, but if you have any SI joint issues or discomfort in your low back, I suggest to use the block. Now bring the arms into cactus, opening the chest up towards the ceiling. The option to turn your gaze to the left. Look up towards the ceiling and then slowly bring the left knee back to center. Place the left foot down on the floor and let's do the other side. So the strap will come around the ball of the right foot. Grab the strap, ends of the strap, one on each hand. Start to guide that right foot towards your head with the option to extend the left leg long. Your extended leg should be energized, so see if you can flex that foot and keep some tension, some engagement in your left leg. Now we're going to open that leg out to the right, so to the side. Grab both ends of the strap with the right hand. Pivot the whole leg out to the right, and then start to open out. And you can bend the knee. Do this with the bent knee. Keep the elbow down on the floor so you don't have to work extra hard to hold the arm up. And the left hand can be on the left hip, just reminding it to stay down, guiding the foot towards the head. Connect with the breath. As you inhale, bring the leg back up. Now the strap will come into the left hand, pivot the whole leg out to the left. Keep the right hip down as the leg crosses over to the left. And breathe through that intense feeling in your outer leg, maybe even the back of the leg. And I will bend the right knee, rolling onto the left side body. So left leg is extended if it wasn't already. You can place the right knee onto that block on the highest height or off the block. Arms come into cactus position, open the chest towards the ceiling, and maybe turn your gaze to the right. Slowly come onto your back. We'll bring both knees in towards the chest. You can give them a little hug. Maybe gently rock side to side. And when you're ready, bring the feet down onto the floor and we'll come into Shavasana, extending both legs long. Slide the shoulder blades under your back, palms are facing up. Allow the heel to flop. Make sure your tailbone's reaching towards the heels to create length in the low back, lengthen the back of the neck, but bringing the chin slightly down. We'll finish by taking about 4 deep, 360-degree breaths. So really try as you inhale to send the breath in all directions. Feel the whole rib cage expand, front, sides, and the back. Let's inhale fully, sending the breath in all directions. And release. Let's do it again. Inhale. And let it go. Do 2 more on your own. Slowly bend the knees. Extend the arms up over the head. Roll onto your right side. Pause there for a breath. And then gently push the floor away with your left hand, lifting up to a seated position. Trying to keep those eyes closed just for a little bit longer. Sit up tall. Just take a moment to notice how you feel now. Hopefully a little more relaxed. Your body is more softened. Your mind is clear. Bring your hands to the heart center. Lower the chin to chest. Open the eyes and raise your head. Thank you so much for joining me today, and hope to see you again very soon. Have a good evening.